Greetings, I'm Stephanie Elizabeth Briggs, the creator of Heart Blossom, where I offer soul guidance and inspiration to a global community of healers, artists, and heart-centered visionaries. Welcome, this is your moon message for the new moon in Leo that is happening on August 18th or 19th, 2020, depending on your location. And it's all happening with the moon and the sun together with Mercury in the late degrees of Leo. Now, that's not all. We have this new moon in a Grand Fire Trine with the South Node and the Galactic Center in Sagittarius, and then Mars in Aries. So we have a triangle with these 3 points. This is considered a harmonious aspect where there's a flow of energy and connection between these 3 points. So the first thing that's immediately apparent looking at this chart is that this is an opening and an invitation for tuning into deeper knowing, soul memory, inner truth, like inner wisdom, what you know in your heart and your soul. And there's also an energy and a drive for expression of this knowing, of this truth, of this understanding or insight that you have, and also for exchange, to exchange the insights, to share our soul gifts and our wisdom, to use our voice to speak up, to share who we are just in our relationships. It doesn't even just have to be work or something where we're serving. It's just through every moment that we interact with other people, we have the opportunity to bring more of who we are forward, to bring more authenticity and realness and creativity into our interactions in our lives. But of course, being who you are in this world is a gift, but it's also not easy. And it really takes a courageous heart. And that's one of the strengths of Leo as an archetype, is that courageous heart. And if you think of it with the childlike nature of Leo, the essence of Leo is that inner child, that playfulness that wants to share and be seen and celebrated and have fun together, just enjoying the good things in life. It's like an energy of sunshine and warmth, generosity, and also the courage to be real, to be vulnerable, and to share who you are, to share your creations, your visions, your story, your voice. Some of this wounding and the challenges that we may have around this are coming up, of course, so that we can heal and work through them and continue to evolve and grow. We have Venus in Cancer, and this is in a square to Chiron in Aries, as well as in a trine to Ceres. So this is really all about, again, inner parenting, developing especially good inner mothering, and just tending to the parts of us that are childlike, the parts of us that hold our most painful memories and experiences. Some of these we may have a conscious memory or story about, and other things may be deeper than our conscious awareness, but may still be impacting us. So of course, I always just recommend gentleness with your process, gentleness with yourself, kindness, as well as play. With Leo, we really have the medicine of play and of creativity. I know personally, it's so nourishing for me to just create things just for the fun of it. As well as that's really a way that I am able to open up and tune into my intuition and inspiration of all kinds, not just inspiration in a narrow sense of, to create a piece of art, inspiration for understanding, for other projects, for things I want to do in my life. It all comes through that open channel. And a lot of times we have learned to shut down and close down our channels for intuition to flow. So getting into that playful state is a really great way to open up and tune into something deeper, and just allow the fun to support us and move us without getting too caught up in all the details and the why and the what will people think. We do have some more challenges here. Mars, in addition to being part of this trine, this really strong energy flow that's happening right now, is also in a square to Pluto and Saturn in the late degrees of Capricorn. So if you follow astrology, you've probably heard quite a bit about Pluto and Saturn and Capricorn. This pattern has been definitely significant for 2020 and even prior, and is really just highlighting a lot of the challenges and the problems in our collective environment. And so this represents systems of oppression. And of course, they impact each of us in different ways depending on where we are in these hierarchies of these systems. They all operate with hierarchy. That's how systems of domination are able to function. On an energetic level, this pattern with Mars in a square to Saturn and Pluto just generally indicates the point where our drive and our ambition and our energy to create and share who we are meets these forces that are outside of our control and shifts possibly into frustration, frustrated ambition, suppressed wants, suppressed drive and will to create, suppressed life force, even to get really basic with it. So, these forces that are outside of our control, again, can include the institutions and the systems of oppression that impact us, as well as just basically the limitations that we all face existing here in Earth space within time, and all the limitations and needs and things that come with having a body. That when I have a vision of something that I want to create, I can't just snap my finger and it magically appears in material form in front of me. I can work my magic. I can take action. Oftentimes I can manifest something that I have a vision of, but it takes time. It takes continual effort. It takes certain conditions and integration and coming together of different elements in order to manifest in physical form. So that's one of the challenges that we face, of course, here in our human experience. So the other thing that I want to point out is with the South Node in Sagittarius being in the mix here, this does represent some old, outdated patterns and behaviors and ways of being that are being worked on, being evolved through, and that is part of the invitation here as well. So in one part, this could just have to do with looking out for false beliefs, outdated narratives, propaganda, spiritual bypassing, any kind of narrative or wisdom or like worldview that we've taken on that then may be impacting our ability to be authentic, to share who we are, and to create change and to create a world where there's room for all of us to be who we are and do what we have to do and what we want to do. Perfectionism is something I want to specifically just name and mention here. It is absolutely a struggle for every creative person I know. And it's something that is culturally nurtured and implanted in us. It is a symptom, an aspect of white supremacy culture in particular, and it is so insidious. I don't even want to think about how many beautiful creations and offerings have been held back from humans who are caught in perfectionism. Perfection does not exist on Earth. It's just not available within the limitations of this Earth experience. So it's completely a waste of your precious life force to strive for perfection. And I speak from personal experience. It's something that I struggle with basically daily. And I mean, even literally while creating this video for you, I have gotten caught in the struggles. So this is not to shame you or tell you that it's wrong if you struggle with it, but just to say, look out for that and realize if this is happening, you have a choice to stop the perfectionistic cycle and try something different. That's your choice. So in closing, I just want to say again, just to keep it simple, just be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Have that purity of heart of Leo to just share with great generosity who you are and what it is that you have to offer. There's a couple things that I just want to let you know about because I'm very excited to be part of co-creating them. The first thing is Garden of Light. This is my online course and transformational group program, and this is for radiant women. I ran this first time in the spring and it was so wonderful. We had an amazing group of women, and I'm really excited to be bringing it back this fall with some upgrades and expansion. Enrollment is going to be opening soon, but if you want to be the first to know, you can go to my website at heartblossom.life and click on the banner for Garden of Light, or you can look in the description down below and click on the link there, and you can sign up to get notified. The other thing that I want to talk about briefly is whole self liberation. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've been part of this amazing initiative that's created by Andrea Renee Johnson. I serve as a community nurturer. I'm here to support and nurture individuals and community spaces within the whole self liberation programs. Now, we have been in the process of stepping into a big new phase, very exciting, amazing project that we are working on. We are going to be launching an online school in January 2021. And this is all about supporting folks as they learn, unlearn, heal, grow, get free, and use what they have available to them to make a difference in their communities. Really, this is all about creating and cultivating spaces, tools, and resources that actively are undermining cultures that are rooted in supremacy and domination, what I was speaking about earlier, and moving instead towards more sustainable, humanizing, and liberatory ways of being. So this is something that we're not only going to be teaching and sharing and nurturing in the school, in the courses that are going to be offered by a group of amazing teachers, my beloved friends and soul family, but also that even just the way that we are creating and co-creating this school is already living these values and visions into being. So healing of people and the culture, and that's really like what we're here to do. So there's really nothing like this out there, and we need your support to make it happen. So we are currently running a crowdfunding campaign for anyone who wants to support this initiative to really co-create cultures that are nourishing, that are sustainable and humanizing and liberatory. So I would love to ask for your support. This can include of course, a donation to the fund in any amount, but also it would be amazing if you could share this with people you know who might be interested, to help us just get the word out, amplify, let people know what we're up to, and invite them to support us. You can go to wearewsl.com/support, and I will put that link in the description below. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you are here in my community. I just want to wish you all the best on your journey. See you next time.